at Boss at the Helm, we spend a lot of time in our courses and workshops talking about communications. There's so much to cover in communications. And one of them is about civil debate. I hate to even use the term debate because it lends itself to a context that there is an us versus them mindset. I think it's more helpful when there is an us and we're all in this together mindset. So let's choose the best outcome that we can. Essentially, you want to start with yourself, as always. Know your own triggers and background. And as Julie Dahr says, be willing to be wrong. Be willing to consider another perspective and be strong enough emotionally to be persuaded or not. But being willing to consider another opinion or view or perspective without feeling like it changes who you are or that it's somehow detrimental is a key component to debate and communication. Keep in mind, we're looking at ideas, not identities. We spend a lot of time forming opinions and judgments and gossiping about others, even. Sometimes, despite our best intentions, we can't figure out how to get along with someone. And those things lead us down a path where we form opinions about who someone is and why they aren't my people, or saying things like, they just don't get it, they never will. When you're trying to communicate, try to create relationships and connect. I'm not saying you're going to be best buddies with everybody, but if you are willing to consider somebody's perspective, or if you try to get to know them, it will help. When you're trying to communicate, try to create relationships and connect, but always keep in mind that it's ideas, not identities. So consider the idea versus the person behind the idea. That's going to get you much farther. Adam Grant talks about this and how it often works better if we anonymously put ideas into the proverbial hat. Don't tell people who created or provided a certain idea. At work, we tend to say, let's just brainstorm, we'll all get together and come up with ideas. But that automatically has people thinking about identities versus ideas. When you do it anonymously and you give merit to every single idea and people discuss and debate them, it tends to lead to a result of a better overall outcome. Last but not least, back to Julie Dahr. She's a professional debater, and she studied the best debaters to figure out what makes them successful, thinking that it would be that they're just really good at persuading people. Well, what she found is the best debaters don't start with trying to persuade people. They start by trying to find common ground. That's how you debate and engage and communicate civilly. Minimize the differences, look for common ground, and pick ideas over identities. Join us here every Friday for another mini but mighty leadership lesson. Like and subscribe to this channel. It's an easy place to learn more about awareness and leadership so that you can level up. Being a boss means use your power for your own good and the good of those around you. Lead yourself, then lead others. Be a boss.